So there was just 2 weeks left until the release of Wuthering Waves, and many people are wondering, well, is this game going to succeed or is it going to fail? Now, I have talked about this a lot in my previous videos, and I talk about the overall quality of the game, how well the updates are coming out, and just the responsiveness from the developers. But in this video, we're going to be diving into the advert part, because if you don't know, Wuthering Waves is a game made by Kuro Games, who have made one other semi-popular gacha game called Punishing Grey Raven. Now, Punishing Grey Raven is an amazing game. It has a very niche fan base, and they really love it. Like, the story is apparently great, the character designs look amazing, and the overall combat looks amazing too. There was one clip that surfaced, I think it was some kind of boss battle, and it kind of blew up, especially in the gacha space, because it had such amazing visuals that it was just kind of hard to believe that this was a mobile game. But one thing that Punishing Grey Raven did wrong was their advertising. As the game isn't exactly massive, as I said, it's got a very niche fan base because they didn't do much advertising at all, if any, which obviously was a terrible decision by Kuro Games because they missed out on a ton of new players, and although the game is kind of thriving right now, there isn't too many people interacting with it. I mean, let's look at this tweet from yesterday. This is some like dubbed version of a character preview. It's got about 679 likes, which isn't much if you compare it to other gacha games. And literally just as I was recording this updated about 26 seconds ago. I think it's a new skin or something for a character, and you can see it looks amazing. The overall quality of this game is amazing, and they do really well with the skins and the characters in the game. So it's not like it's a bad game or anything, and that's why people aren't playing it. It's just due to the lack of advertising. And many people are wondering, well, because it's a Kuro game, is Wuthering Waves going to miss out on this too? Because they did it with Punishing Grey Raven, so why wouldn't they just like miss out on ads with Wuthering Waves too? Well, it seems like they've decided to take a different approach with Wuthering Waves and actually try to release some more ads and try to get it more popular in the gacha space before the game actually comes out, which is super good. And as a game that's supposed to be competing with the likes of Genshin Impact and all the other top gacha games out there, you're going to need to do some advertising, because if you don't, it's going to fall off. Now, as we can see from this Reddit post on r/Wuthering Waves, we can see that people are seeing ads from the company now. And even I, just scrolling through YouTube and TikTok, I've seen a lot of Wuthering Waves ads, and it's super nice to see. As we can see here, they're playing some kind of trailer with, the subtitles and stuff on video streaming sites like YouTube, which is amazing because it will get more people to know the game. And YouTube advertising seems to be very good anyways. I mean, even stuff like Honkai Star Rail, there is a ton of Honkai Star Rail YouTube ads out there. If you play any game similar to Honkai or even Honkai itself, you've probably seen the ads that I'm talking about on mobile, especially if you don't have like ad block or anything. And they appear up all the time, and it's such a successful game. So obviously this kind of stuff works. And there's also this post from Narashio. I did talk about him in a previous video whenever we talked about the whole scam thing. They've actually uploaded a full version of a TikTok ad that Wuthering Waves have put up, and it's pretty much just like gameplay. I mean, this isn't any like high production like animation or anything. This is just straight up gameplay. So it's really good that they're actually showing off what the game does rather than giving like a false facade of like this is going to be exactly like an anime, because you can't make a game look like an anime. But the thing is, Wuthering Waves just looks like a good game in general, so this will work in their favor. And here we have it at the end. It says pre-registration in progress. So it seems like they're trying to get a lot of people to pre-register before the game even comes out. So this isn't even advertising saying like play whenever it comes out. They're saying to pre-register now, which is super good to see. And it means that we will probably see some more adverts in the future that aren't to do with pre-registration and are just to do with playing the game or playing a new update. And then we go on to even more ad campaigns. This is some Japanese ad campaign, which looks really cool. I mean, we can see this Yinlin one here, which looks really, really nice, like the overall design of it. And then also it has like the release date. It says the 23rd of May. I'm pretty sure that is the Japanese time it comes out, because it comes out on the 22nd over here. But overall, these are super high quality, and character designs sell. I mean, lots of people play games just purely for the character design and for the art that comes with it, and don't really care about the game. I mean, if you think about all the games like, Azure Lane and stuff, where they use little like small versions of the characters that don't even look like the one that you pulled for, and loads of people still play that game even if they're not playing with the full character. I mean, you can pretty much do anything and sell anything as long as you have good art. And we can also see similar ads in Akihabara in Tokyo. Here we can see it's on the side of a big building here. If you don't know, Akihabara is a massive place in Tokyo that is all to do with gaming and anime and kind of like whole media kind of stuff. And we can even see faintly in the picture here, there is a Honkai Star Rail ad below it. So they are actually targeting similar places that Hoyoverse are getting at, and there has been rumors that they have been purposely doing this, including finding old places where Hoyoverse have advertised and then just sticking it over the top where they used to advertise, meaning that the people that were playing the Hoyoverse games might actually look at this and go over to Wuthering Waves too, which is just great, and it's great marketing. And as I was saying, Akihabara is a massive place for just media, and there's a lot of people that would enjoy an advert like this in this area. Because let's be real, unless you're walking through it, no one's coming to Akihabara not to get involved with any kind of stuff to do with games or like anime or any kind of media in general. I thought I'd also bring up this post here which says ads in Brazil. This is the same ad that we watched before with the pre-registration in progress symbol. This just kind of proves that Wuthering Waves is actually trying to be a global game here. There is a lot of games out at the moment that just kind of pander to China or maybe Japan or Korea, wherever the game came out. And then they just kind of focus on advertising to that country. Whereas Wuthering Waves seems to be actually going to different countries like Brazil, Japan, the US, the UK, pretty much every single country that can download the game. And it's super great to see this because it seems like they actually want to become a proper game, because there are a lot of gacha games out there at the moment that, you know, they're very niche and no one really knows about them, with the exception of games like Honkai Star Rail and Genshin Impact, which is much more global and more people play that. And it seems like Wuthering Waves kind of want to follow with this. So again, this is super exciting to see, especially as it's in Brazil too. I mean, this is a kind of obscure country to, you know, advertise to, so it means that they really want to like broaden their audience, which is just great. And as I said, they're also going to other countries too, such as Korea. This advertisement is spotted in the Hyundai department store, which is just, you know, some kind of like random mall, I'm guessing. And you can see here that it's telling people to download the game, and it is a very cool piece of artwork, and I believe a lot of people in Korea would be excited for a game like this, especially seeing as how big other gacha games are, especially over in that portion of Asia. And there have also been some other advertisements which I just quickly want to talk about. I couldn't actually find any to bring up and show you as an example, but I have seen a lot, and I mean a lot, of adverts on TikTok for Wuthering Waves, and to be honest, they aren't the most high quality. I mean, it seems like they've hired a bunch of just like no-name creators to make this kind of content. I don't think a single advertisement I saw featured any kind of, you know, reliable gacha creator, even if it is one of like the Hoya creators that usually do the Genshin Impact adverts, or just someone new that does gacha game content. I mean, Tectone talked about on his stream that he was in talks with Kuro Games and making adverts and stuff, and I'm sure there are other creators that are also in talks about that, so we might start seeing some more familiar faces in the future. But for now, all we're seeing is just random TikTokers making kind of low effort adverts. I mean, to be honest, any advertisement is good advertisement, but honestly, I think Wuthering Waves could have maybe spent the money a little bit better, invested in a more high quality advert with someone that actually seems more genuine, especially with people that care about the game, like gacha creators, you know, like me, or literally any other streamer that streams this kind of stuff and does variety content in gacha games. And yeah, it'd be just nice to see Wuthering Waves spend their money a little bit more wisely, because we just want what's best for the game. Because, you know, hiring these random people to do these adverts won't really trigger a genuine response at how much they enjoy the game. It just kind of seems like they're there for the money, and of course they are there for the money. They saw a big amount of money and were just like, yes, I'll take that, I'll do any kind of advert, I don't even know what the game's about, kind of thing. But yeah, it would be nice to see more creators involved in these advertisements, and maybe more creators that aren't really represented, especially whenever it comes to Genshin Impact. I mean, there is a ton of Hoyo creators out there that are massive, and they get adverts with Genshin all the time, but there are some slightly smaller ones, and they're not even that much smaller, who don't get any adverts with them at all. And I think that Wuthering Waves could potentially, you know, give them the opportunity to do that. So all in all, it seems like Wuthering Waves is doing really, really good with their advertisement. As I showed you, there is tons and tons of like different kinds of advertisement. We've gotten a lot of social media advertising, but also gotten a lot of billboard and poster advertisement in like actual cities, which is super nice. And it definitely proves that Wuthering Waves is actually trying, because, you know, any game could just bring out some social media advertisements and just click promote and spend a little bit of money. But Wuthering Waves are actually taking their time to create artwork, create banners, create posters, and, you know, pay for the space for them to be up for a long time. I mean, billboards aren't that cheap at all, and they are investing in it, and they will probably see the result in players and pre-registers. So to answer the question, how is Wuthering Waves getting on and will it be a success? I'm pretty sure it will be somewhat of a success, but, you know, I can't really predict the future. It could go massive, it could die, or it could do alright. My prediction is it will do pretty good. Not as good as Genshin, because Genshin had the COVID buff, but I don't think it will do bad at all. I think it's going to do like very, very, very well. And I'm sure we'll see it at the top of the sensor tower with some of the top gacha games that are out there at the moment. But yeah, that's about all I've got for this video. If you want to see more Wuthering Waves content and Honkai Star Rail content and just any gacha content in general, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And also, I'll be streaming on Twitch quite a bit, because I stream a couple times a week and we just get up to, you know, some stuff on Honkai, and I'll definitely be streaming Wuthering Waves whenever it comes out. Yeah, that's about all I got for this video, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. That's all. See ya.